This episode of Blue Canoe is sponsored by Ekow Scaffolding. If they're not erecting poles or backing Harry Scarff, Ekow Scaffolding don't do things by half. A massive thank you to One Nation Boxing for all of their help during the making of this episode. Right, my name's Aaron Lodge. Most people know me as Bodge, and this morning we're at One Nation Gym with Harry Horrible Scarff. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah.
You're now 2 days away from what is going to be the first fight for you in a little while.
Yeah.
It's been there on a year since you got in the ring. Just tell us a little bit about maybe why you've not had a fight for this amount of time and how you're feeling going into this one as well.
Yeah, I'm just an avoided fighter. That's it, really. So after my last fight, I won the English title live on Sky. I thought I'll be in here. I'll get some activity, and because it's something I've been struggling with really since a fight that didn't go my way, which a lot of people thought I won. So I've always been looked at as a high risk fight. Yeah, that's been it really. And then after that fight, good win on Sky. Got promised another opportunity, but never came. They never wanted to come near me.
I watched that fight back yesterday, and like, you're at Wembley Arena, live on Sky. Like, if you don't kick on from that kind of situation, there's something that's blocking the door, isn't there, really?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. I think, it's the business side of it. It's the business side of boxing.
Yeah.
Promoters want to build their favourites, if you like, and go that way. They want to keep them away from fighters like me.
They've got certain projects that they'd like to work on and everything else, rather than maybe giving some of the genuine talent a go.
Yeah.
How do you process that stuff going into a fight like this Friday against Jordan Dujon? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Dujon. Yeah. Dujon.
Yeah.
Like the mustard.
Yeah. Or the chicken. Chicken Dujon.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But no, I take it like it is frustrating. It's frustrating. It's hard work as well, because at the end of the day, when you're not fighting, you're not getting paid. So it makes it hard work and frustrating. So yeah, old Dujon getting some frustration taken out on him on Friday.
You've had some pretty big fights in the last couple of years, even though they've been pretty spread apart. Anthony Fowler was one that a lot of people like mention when they mention your name and that kind of stuff. And just talk to us a little bit about maybe some of them fights that you've had already leading into this.
Yeah, I mean, my first on Channel 5 again, same as this weekend actually, against Jack Flatley. He was 16-0 at the time, and I wasn't supposed to win that one. Went up to Bolton. We took a good couple of coaches up to Bolton. It was a great atmosphere, that was, to be fair, a great night, and then did the job there. And then we jumped straight into the Anthony Fowler fight only a couple of months later. That was a big fight, high profile fight, but everything was going well. And then I picked up a daft injury outside of the gym, and it was one of them where I didn't want to not take the fight, but looking back on it, hindsight and all that,
maybe.
Yeah, it was a bit, I shouldn't have been in there really. Aside from that, it was probably a little bit early as well. All round more polished fighter now, and then there was the Troy Williamson fight, which popped up. That was about a week and a half's notice we had for that one.
As little as that?
Yeah, as little as that, yeah. Week and a half we had for that fight. It was a big fight on BT. That was coming off the back of the Fowler fight, and I had a point to prove like after the Fowler fight, because I wasn't happy with that performance. And then that was a fight a lot of people, including ourselves, thought I won. I mean, I had people from his neck of the woods messaging me saying they've seen it my way and feel well done to there. But and then after that one and not getting the decision, like we said earlier about being avoided, these are the type of things that make me avoided. And even the Fowler fight, I mean, he's knocked out all of his opponents, and I made it awkward and tricky, and that was a frustrating.
It went the distance.
Well. Yeah, it went the distance, even with me at one.
Not the peak of your powers.
Yeah, definitely. But no, everything else I've just built on, and I feel much more all-rounded as well. Even from them fights, even from the Williamson fight and stuff, I'm a much better fighter now.
Yeah. Obviously lessons learned, and you grow as a fighter there, and you've had a bit of time to Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you move forward from this point then? How do you set the record straight and show people that you are to be feared in this division, even though you have had some of these kind of obstacles that you've had to?
Yeah, I think the last time was good. Obviously, winning the English, that was a good win. That was a 50-50 fight. And the lad who beat last time, Louis Green, he's gone on and won the super welterweight Commonwealth title. He's knocked out 2 lads since. You know, I made him look too Bob, and you know, he's obviously.
It was light work, mate. I watched it and thoroughly enjoyed watching it yesterday as well. Just seeing you tactically dismantle him, basically.
Yeah, just boxed his head off really, and like I said, other people would have done that, but he's beat 2 undefeated kids and won the Commonwealth super welterweight title. So he's gone on and done well. But it's funny, isn't it? How you know, taking a loss like that, people would have given these opportunities, thinking they can beat you. That's how boxing works, you know, thinking he was the perfect type opponent. He's ripped up the script, but I think it also people should take more credit of my win there as well.
Definitely. So you're fighting a guy. Am I right in thinking he's Nottingham based?
No, he's London based.
He's London based.
Yeah, he's London based.
Where have I got that? Nottingham.
Nottingham's Ekow, who's got the British.
Yes, that's the guy that you're looking to take the British title from, is it, after this fight? All being well, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no slip ups with this one on Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dujon, he won the Southern area in his last fight, so you know he'll be coming full of ambition.
Yeah, he's going to be hungry and he's achieving heights that he's not achieved before. And like you're saying, you're a 2-weight English champion, so there's something for you to kind of. You've got a reputation there to uphold, whereas he's fresh blood in some senses, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. You know, so he'll be full of ambition and full of. He'll be up for the fight. It'll be a proper fight. You know, so we'll have to just put him in his box early and keep him there. But I think the way I've been performing in the gym, I feel so strong.
Yeah. How was the training camp treated you, mate?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, camp's good. Just feel strong. Just feel so strong at the minute. Yeah, can't complain. Just ready to fight. Yeah. I'd fight every month. I'm one of them. You know what I mean? I'd stay in the gym. I'd fight every month.
Keep ticking over.
Yeah, I think boxing, people wait too long in boxing. You know, you see people fighting once a year, twice a year, and also even at the top level champions. You know, and then you get people, good fighters. There's a lot of good fighters that I know as well, and the star like. The shot out of it because of the tough fights, like I was saying.
Tough fights and people try and make them these massive spectacles. I can imagine there's a lot of contributing factors that mean that they do or they don't work, and only takes one thing to kind of make the whole thing not be a thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think boxing struggles because there's a lot of different promoters, and it is a business at the end of the day. You know, they'll keep certain fighters away from people, like we said. And the promoters don't really work together that often. There's not one governing body, which is kind of like when
sorts it all out.
Yeah, that sorts it all out. There's so many different. I mean, you've got all the different world, organisations. The world title.
WB this and
WBO, BC, BA, IBO, and IBF. Yeah, I mean, then you've got like the British boxing board. You know, European.
And there's a lot of crossover.
Yeah, there's a lot of crossovers, and at the end of the day, the promoters with the big money, tend to get the fight.
I suppose the big one that is mainstream at the moment is obviously the Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fight. And people as a spectator looking in, like trying to pin blame on one of the two fighters, and there's nothing really clear cut about he definitely dodged it or this. And I suppose it's all a matter of opinion on what you read in the media, kind of thing. And I can imagine that you experience some of that kind of maybe he doesn't want it, and that must be the most frustrating bit for you.
Yeah, I think so. I think from our point it's more, I think from that one it's a little bit, I don't know, you've got 2 massive names, but it's a similar kind of thing, but I think that's murky waters as well. That is, it's all a business, they're all trying to get a little bit more and this and that. I think they want the Saudi money, don't they, really? I think that's what
that's the new.
I think that's what it boils down to. I think at the end of the day they want the Saudi money, and I think Tyson Fury, he slips up on some of the things he says because he's starting to contradict himself a little bit. I like Tyson Fury, but it'd be nice to see him have boxed Usyk at Wembley, wouldn't it?
Been a credible spectacle for anybody that likes boxing.
Yeah, it would have, and to have it at Wembley as well, and have it in England. Yeah, you know what I mean.
And if not that, Anthony Joshua as well, even maybe a year or so.
They just all need to fight. It's frustrating, but even like you say, lower level stuff, if you like, domestic titles and things like that. You get a lot of people fighting these international opponents and for these
Just
international
trying to skip
belts.
rungs of the ladder a little bit.
Yeah, just all fight each other, and then you know, if there was like a domestic league, if you like, and then it's like in football, isn't it? You know what I
Premier
mean?
League,
You've got a league, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know, everyone should just box everyone.
Yeah.
And do it regular.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, everyone has a fight night, and you take points from this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
and maybe something like
yeah,
that.
just to get on and just everyone to fight. You know, have one organisation that ranks everyone.
Yeah.
And then you've got to beat that person to go above them. You've not got to go round the houses boxing international opponents to try and to skip above them, because that's the way they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you can make yourself maybe look slightly better than you actually are, rather than building them foundations.
Exactly, because you, half the time as well, these opponents that they'll bring in, for a lot of them, when they're trying to build them up, they'll have a half decent looking record, but they've never really done it. They're no good.
Do you sense that when you fight some of these opponents, you know, when you get in a ring with them, is it ever surprising that maybe the lack of level of skill that...
I don't know. I think sometimes, I think you can put certain people on a pedestal, if you like, and you can think people are better than they are. Yeah, I think I've felt that before, even in the gym sparring and stuff like that. Because I think the first time you go to a big gym or you go sparring with like someone who's fought for a world title or a world champion, you know, you're a bit like in awe of it and in the moment, you know what I mean? But then when you've been and done it, you're thinking, hold on, there's not that much to it. You know what I mean? There's not much in it. Yeah?
Does that spur you on as well?
Yeah, definitely. Take confidence from it. Yeah, take confidence from it. I think me and Clifton say, you know, to some of the other lads, you've got to put credit for what we do here as well in the gym here, because, you know, they're in much better. When you go to these other places, they're not better than us.
And you might assume it's a back street gym that's on a small scale, but the quality of coach and the quality of just the general vibe around the place, and One Nation is known, especially in this city, for being the pinnacle of bringing through this kind of talent. And you've had Sandy Ryan and yourself and people like Ty Mitchell even. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a fair few of you.
Oh yeah, there's been loads. I mean, Myron Mills is English champion. You know, he's coming back hopefully soon.
Yeah.
And then, you know, over the years, Clifton's had lots of champions in the gym. Yeah. So the gym's got pedigree, so it works. You know, it is a conveyor belt at the gym. You see the lads coming through that. Some of the lads that are here today. Yeah. You know, some top amateurs coming through.
Yeah. Well, Clifton said that is it Gino? His name is. He's going to be the next big thing. Yeah. So
he's doing well at the minute. He just won a East Midlands title at middleweight in the amateurs. So yeah, he's doing well. He's on a good run at the minute. But there's loads coming through. There's loads of lads.
And you've been here for a little while.
Yeah.
Just tell us about how you first got involved with One Nation.
Well, I first started coming down the gym, and then just fell in love with the gym really. Yeah, the classic sort of bit naughty. Someone said get down the gym, and then just stuck with it. It's one of them really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At what age?
I think I was 13 when I first come down. When it was One Nation was in Pear Tree.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. And like I say, there was loads of pro fighters then. You had Matt Haney and Dave Ryan, and you know, Oval McKenzie was at the gym then. So you were just starting boxing. You're looking in the ring, seeing these lot, you know, sparring. And
you're seeing the belts. And
seeing people.
You're seeing the way they train as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've spent 8 weeks of training under Oval, doing like 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And a rest day today is much needed just before the fight of the weekend. You know, one of them ones.
Yeah, because you're fighting at the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just incredible to see the dedication that these lads show day in, day out. And you must obviously mirror that, being a pro now. And
that's it. Boxing's one of them sports, I think, you know, once it's in you, that's it. It sticks with you. Nothing compares to it. Everything else is a bit boring, isn't it? After you've done it. It's true though, like, you know, training's hard and stuff, but I enjoy training. I love sparring. I love that sort of grind of the training and stuff. I suppose it's done it for years, so it's just normal.
Where would you like to see yourself get to? You're 29 now. Talk to us about what we can expect to see from Harry Scarff going forward in the next, say 2 years. Yeah,
the next few years, just in big fights. I'm going to get this one out of the way on Friday, and then I'm mandatory for the British. So whether that's against Ekow or whether he decides to vacate, we'll wait and see. Yeah, I'm getting that British title, then we're in a good position to push on and just want regular fights. You know, hopefully get a good platform and push on like that. But
and I don't think a pro boxer's like out of his station or above his station, should I say, to just want to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's what we're supposed to do. I was always the same in the amateurs. I've always been the same in the pros. I've never said no to a fight. You know, I don't understand it. Yeah, I get it. It's a business from the promoters and stuff, but I think there are boxers as well who want to take certain routes and don't want to fight certain people.
Yeah, and they might lean on their promoters or use them as an excuse, basically.
It can be. I mean, it's not everyone. You know, most boxers will fight because you know that's the way we are. But no, there are certain people who will be trying to negotiate their way around a fight and choose different opponents and what have you. But no, I think in the next few years I just want to be active. Boxing for titles, boxing on telly. But yeah, I've got some good fun years left in this game. At the end of the day, I'm 29, but I've had 13 pro fights. I'm fresh still. I'm fresh and I'm getting better. Yeah. That's so it's enjoyable.
Yeah, totally.
When I'm not getting better and not improving and in the gym,
you go back to the drawing board.
Then that's when I'm thinking, hold on a minute. But as long as I'm performing and getting better, then I'm happy to fight anyone. Just want to do it more regular. Yeah. 2-3 months. Why can't everyone box every 2 or 3 months?
I think there's a couple of weeks for a chill after a fight to recover, and then straight back in the gym.
Straight back in the gym. Unless you're injured, there's no reason people should be boxing every few months. Because between 2 and 3 months, what you got there, 8 to 12 weeks. That's plenty of time to have a week off and then straight back on it. Yeah, loads of time. Yeah. So for people that aren't, and for promoters that aren't sort of
enforcing that.
Enforcing that. I think like the governing body situation is the big issue in boxing, because that's, again, you've got no one enforcing it. That is the big issue. I mean, you look at UFC, it might have its downfalls and what have you, but in UFC you've got
a main governing body.
Main governing body. The top tier of MMA is UFC, and if you want to be in that, you've got to adhere to their rules. There's no changing. You've got to beat someone to get in the top 15 rankings. You've got to beat somebody in the top 15 rankings to get in them, and then go on from there.
There's a clearer structure, and it stops people dodging, like you're saying. And
it's a proper structure. There is a clear structure in that. In boxing, though, obviously boxing's a completely different sport, and there is a lot more. There's a lot of barriers involved, but I miss the days when I first was watching boxing, and it was all on Sky Sports, and it was you had ringside on a Thursday night, and you used to see even if it was a smaller. I mean, half the time the shows would be headlined by a British title or what have you, and then maybe an English on the undercard or an eliminator or something. But there'd be good 50-50 fights. They'd build them up on the programme the week before, and they'd do a little build up on the fight, and it's just, you'd see it, but you'd see they'd be mixing it, and it gave it more structure, especially domestically. That's why I think it's.
And I suppose that, like, doing it more organically like that, it breeds more fighters, because there is more opportunity for people to come in and maybe if they don't succeed the first time, they take a step back out and they come back. And do you know what I mean? Rather than being given one shot, and if you don't make it, then you're probably not going to get back in with another one.
Yeah, I think there's a lot on the as well, isn't there, in boxing, where I think if everyone was active and everyone, you didn't get dropped by a promoter if you lose, then.
I suppose football's the same at the top level nowadays as well. Like, you see managers getting sacked left, right, and centre. I know it's not the same with players maybe and boxers, but there does seem to be a fickleness that comes with. Yeah,
there is a fickleness. I think there is in sport in general, I suppose. But you look at like Lee Wood, his story from Nottingham. Had a couple of defeats, kept plugging away, and he got his world title. Yeah. And he took his opportunity, down the road, and he's had a couple of big nights now, and
he's got the city on his back. And would you like to see a Harry Scarff massive derby fight at some point?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, having to travel and bits and bobs. I mean, even this one, London, we've got a good few going down. Yeah. Appreciate all the support off everyone, but it'd be nice to bring one back to Derby now. Yeah, I feel like I haven't boxed here since like my early fights on the smaller shows, on cliff shows. It would be nice to bring a big fight back, an arena fight.
Doesn't get better than home, does it really?
No, it don't get better than home. I think that'd really boost local boxing as well, even for the amateurs and stuff like that.
Because then you'd be able to bring your own undercard and decide the kind of...
stuff like that. I mean, I know Sandy's boxing for world title soon as well. A few weeks after me.
How's she getting on? Is she?
Yeah, I think she's doing well. See her in the gym. Yeah, she's looking good.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's doing that as well. I mean, that would be nice if we could just all get on a card as well. I mean, we'll have to see how the promotional ties work out and bits and bobs like that. But
it's not out of the question, though, is it? Really, with proper planning.
That's what I mean. With proper planning, if they could do something like that, bring some big nights to Derby, and it'd really boost it. I think it'd really help as well with if the kids could see that coming through, they'd get in the gyms.
It's inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, I spent some time in Liverpool, and it's a good fighting city, Liverpool, in terms of like the amateur boxing. They're all up to date with the amateur stuff. Like the people follow the amateur boxing, they would the pros, if you like. And then they know the pro fighters. Everyone knows the kids in the gyms there. It's just swamped with kids in the gym. I feel like as a city we could do with a bit more of that. A bit more. It's good for the kids, isn't it? Guidance in the boxing gym. I mean, it was a great thing for me growing up the gym.
Yeah, and I think it goes hand in hand in terms of like, you see a lot, especially in the modern day, to do with people talk about mental health and people talk about everything that is happening around the world. Obviously, like COVID happening a couple of years ago and the after effects of that. But if you can get kids into the gym from a young age and enjoying it and seeing the benefits, it doesn't feel like hard work, I suppose, for them, or it doesn't feel like a chore, and it's the enjoyment factor, isn't it?
Yeah, I think in terms of the sense of community the gym brings as well for people. I know kids that we have in here in the amateurs, and you see the confidence changing them after 6 months or a year. It's like completely different people.
Well, from myself personally, I've lost 2 stone in about 10 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was getting to a point, I played a lot of football and I was swimming, and then Queen Street closed down, and then I just got out of the habit and I just became a fat cunt, basically.
It's hard, though, isn't it? It is hard. And
Yeah.
I think, kids as well, social media, and, a lot of them don't have that social interaction as well. I mean, other than
on a real level.
Yeah, on a real level with, in a different environment and stuff. And I think the boxing gym's a perfect place for it. It is. Yeah.
You're live on Channel 5 on Friday evening at York Hall, which is like hosted a lot of decent boxing events. Must be an exciting thing for you, Harry.
Yeah, it's exciting. It is exciting, but in the same sense, it's something that I've done before. So I'm just looking to go in and take my opportunity, dominate and display, stop this lad look good doing it, and then move on to that British. So I'm excited, but I'm well ready. Just 2 days out now. So fight mode's definitely. I'm definitely.
You're travelling down this evening because the weigh-in's tomorrow. So you really are in the belly of the beast now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I felt the switch change this week for me. You know what I mean? I'm in fight mode now. So it's all serious. So
best of luck to you, mate. Thank you very much for chatting to us. Top man.
I set the microphone on fire.
Slendy. Talk to us. We're about 4 hours into a 2.5 hour journey.
It's been rough right now, but the beers have been flowing. We're having a good time.
Yes, I.
Mr. Scarff, AJ Harry Scarff, AJ Horrible Harry. We're there tonight, so big win tonight.
Shall we show him all the people here? There they are. There they are. There we are. We'll spin it around outside. Big numbers. Who's your bet on? What round?
I've got a few bets to be fair, but I've had my main ones. I've had round 3 Scarff, but depends what's going to happen. But that was my instinct that I've had. After that, I've had Scarff to win 7, 8, 9, 10. So either way,
You got a little tip off.
either way, the money's rolling in, mate. The money is rolling in.
Got a little tip off. It's a Scarff win all day long, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Scarff don't do things by half.
That's what I'm saying. It's no actual scooting Scarff. It's a fucking Harry Scarff, isn't it?
My nigga Hydro gotta ride his bit. I remember that time seeing feds outside your crib, but fuck it, no time for reminiscing, it's done. And try to stay strong whenever you're missing your son. It was inevitable that your bitch was gonna move on, cause 30 years is way too long. If I could, I would make the time fast forward. The hood's way different from when you last saw it. These bitches just want wealth and the gang bangers record all their crimes, snitching on itself, I wonder if it's still smoking hash, but fuck all that. Has cash roll, you have you wrote to cash. You know I'm still holding down the block. I ain't spoke to you in a while, I'm guessing that you're down the block. I send you canteen, you know I send peas all the time, cause you never have to leave me a line, it's nines.
Simo, I need a couple of words with you about Harry Scarff. That's what I need.
My pleasure, mate. What do you want?
How long did the bus journey take? 6 hours?
Fucking hell, far too long. M25's closed. World's gone mad. It's no good, mate.
We finally sat down. We're about to watch the undercard here. What do you reckon to this man's dress? This man's attire.
I'll be honest, wearing that balaclava, I won't let him in. But we'll
He
see.
must have slipped in the back door.
Yeah, we'll see, won't we? There's no way he got through that front door with the security on there.
No, mate. How did you get in with these?
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Sailed it.
Yeah, they're my emotional support flowers.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. As soon as he saw them, they knew. Oh, he's with Harry. That's it. What are you expecting from tonight, mate?
With H. I think he'll just get the job done. I'm happy for him, really, mate. It's about time he had a clear path. I think he does the job tonight, and then we go on to the next one. Ekow wants it or not, we'll see.
I think that's all we need of you. Enjoy your evening, son.
You followed Harry for a fair while now, haven't you?
Yeah, from the start, mate.
Yeah.
From the start.
Just talk to us about some of their memories and what leads you to this point.
So I watched Harry from back in the Rolling World days when he made his pro debut, and he was fantastic then. When I watched his progression through all of them, it's been absolutely outstanding. I mean, I can't wait for this fight. I can't wait to show what he's about. I watched the Louis Green fight back myself, where I was obviously there on the night. I watched that back myself about a week ago, and I thought that was class he showed in that fight. I thought he was outstanding against Williamson, and he definitely got that win. We all know it. Everyone knows it. Everyone in British boxing knows that he got that result there. But he was so much better against Louis Green boxing-wise. And for me, he's going to show so much more tonight. Like, serious about more.
He looks so ready, doesn't he?
He does. He's so much stronger. For me, he's going to stop him late on, and that's through work. That's through body, wanting it. It might not be a big knockout punch, which we know we've not seen from Harry. I feel that he will stop him just through pure workness. He's the fittest man in British boxing. He's so strong. But himself said he's feeling so strong as his belt, so we're going to see that in the ring tonight. That's what we're going to see as a fan base. That Louis Green fight is the best we've seen, and he's still doing virtually. He's got better tonight.
And that was over a year ago. People have been running scared of Harry Scarff. This is his way back into that.
It is, but he's been given his stepping stone to the fight he needs and wants for his boxing career, and that's the British title fight. And for me, he needs to take a step back and concentrate, get over this hurdle. Yes, it might be a light hurdle in his head, but he has to do the business tonight. Yeah. And also perform, show us, live on TV to the nation, show us what he's capable of, and then we go to the British title fight. And for me, he then also goes Ekow Usman, 100%. I know he does Ekow Usman. Ekow Usman is nowhere near his quality. He's had easy fights in that British title, and it's about time he fought Harry. And the only reason he's going to have to fight Harry is because he's been told to.
And that's it. You can't run, you can't hide anywhere anymore.
Scarff is so awkward. Can he just outclass Dujon here? Dujon says, I know he can't hurt me, and I'm going to hunt him down here.
And what a good start there from Dujon, straight out the gate. Nice little 1-2 combination. That'll fill him with full confidence. From so far from Dujon.
Yeah, Scarff smothering his work at touch. He's getting a little bit too close. He always, and he's not able to nudge the guy off in front of him and then get good work off.
Scarff. Left hand there from Scarff landed, and most fans from Derby were right behind it.
Good work winning there from Dujon. Needs more of that though.
Great work in response from Scarff. It's a really good round here, this third round at the moment, as Scarff starts to try and unload here.
Yeah, nice uppercut from Scarff. Crept through there.
Had to be the busier man, lands a right hand there, Dujon, and Scarff came in.
Yeah, good shot that, wasn't it? Caught Scarff square on there with that right hand. Position's not always the case. That's the impression it gives.
Well, both fighters at the moment, Barry, they're losing their back leg when they're coming in with the rear hand attack.
Yeah.
So obviously, Scarff coming with big left hand. He's trying to switch it, but he's kind of getting caught in the middle.
The hustle of Scarff again is maybe edging him towards another round in the bank.
Be halfway at the end of this round. Dujon's going to have to come on strong for the last 4 rounds of the fight. You can see why Scarff is so avoided. Very, very awkward. The hustle is coming from Scarff as well.
And Scarff's finding that when he sometimes he switches to orthodox, he finds that right hand over the left guard there of Dujon too regular. You can't really see it, Dujon. And a little bit more tenacity. I think that's been a difference for me. That's a good shot there from Dujon. To be fair, Josie, he's tried to be more assertive in the last couple of rounds, hasn't he, Dujon?
No, he has. Even his glove out in front of him, which is kind of frowned upon, but if you leave it with an open glove, obviously the laces can catch your opponent's eye.
Needs plenty of big nights, Harry Scarff. He's a father of 4. Plenty of mouths to feed.
Good from Scarff there, he turned Dujon and straight under pressure again with the shots.
Scarff banging to the body there, and again a slashing right hook to the body, then that uppercut, and another. Landing uppercuts with both hands there, Harry Scarff. He said he was going to outdog Harry Scarff, but in many ways he himself has been outdogged. The fighter who's just known a bit too much, had that little bit more experience and quality. ABA novice champion Harry Scarff.
To be fair, he's never looked seriously hurt, Dujon, you got to say that, but on the scorecards you tend to think he's been soundly beat. A good effort, and for Scarff, you know, he was the favourite, and rightly so.
Hurdle overcome surely by Harry Scarff. George impressed.
Yeah, he imposed himself tonight and his style won. You know, I think that's very important.
Let's hear it for horrible Harry Scarff.
Closer than we might have thought, but Scarff gets it, goes to 12-2. An exciting year ahead for him.
Right, Harry, how are we?
I'm good. Yeah, all good.
Job done.
Yeah, job done. A little bit scrappy, but year out. But I felt like I controlled it really. So yeah, happy.
Yeah, that's it. It never really seemed as if it got too hairy in there, but it took a little bit longer than maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he's current Southern Area champion. Massive opportunity for him as well. Me going up in weight just to get a fight. One of the best camp for me. But no excuses.
So you've just got to find a way to get back into that realm of them talking about you and being enforced basically. Because some of the stuff that you talked about, like people avoiding you, you're having to go out and find your own fights rather than people coming to you, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully after that, some people might take a little bit of self-belief from that and hopefully take the fight now. They might see that and think, oh yeah, we can beat Harry, so hopefully they'll take it. So,
you're mandatory now for the British title, am I right?
Yeah, mandatory for the British, so I think it's 14th of April is the first bids, so we'll see what happens for the next couple of weeks.
And then that's all of your focus going forward and everything else.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, welterweight, that's my proper weight as well. I'm not a super welterweight. That was just for the opportunity, just for that fight against someone who's current. He's just won the Southern Area title.
About putting on the weight? What kind of process has to go through? I know it's like daft. You have to eat more.
Yeah, I think just not dieting as much for this camp. I haven't had much of a diet for this camp, to be fair, because I didn't want to come in too light and not be strong. So I was still I've done my weight cut properly and stuck a good bit of weight back on, what have you. But I'm a natural
welterweight.
Yeah, that's where I'm best, definitely.
Yeah. How nice is it to be on the bus with all of your fans and family and friends and everything else? There's some brilliant footage from that balcony.
Yeah, the balcony was wicked.
Did you hear him, yeah?
Oh yeah, I could hear it, yeah, of course. Yeah, everyone screaming and shouting, it was brilliant.
What was the cut with it was supposed to be a 10-round fight, was it? 10 minutes. Yeah, there we are, look. He's doing my job now as well. What was the cut with the 10-round fight? It was reduced to 8
it was meant to be a 10-round title fight. So the other week it got pulled. They said that the opponent will get sanctioned for the title, and then on the ring walk, because the show was dragging on a little bit and the venue had to close, they said it's an 8-round fight now, so it's nothing new. It's always me.
Yeah, this is it.
I need a Balotelli talk. Why always me?
Yeah. Hey, when you have your next fight, mate, we'll have to get something or other made up that you can just kind of have on as you come out or something.
Yeah. Need to come out. We need to.
You spoke to the family and that since the fight. And
rang the missus and little Harry. He stayed up and watched it as well. So I've just spoke to him before he's getting his head down. So he was loving it.
Brilliant. Absolutely top banana. Well done to you, mate.
Nice one.
Upwards and onwards and upwards and upwards and all of that.
Yeah, sweet.
Top.